Hey everyone, this is Jorge, and today I want to talk a little bit about some of the herbs that I've been using for my hypothyroidism. And I'm going to give you more of an overview. I think if I try to talk about all of these herbs, I'll be here for an hour, and so I want to keep this video kind of short. But most of the herbs that I use, they've all been centered around either feeding the glands, detoxifying the glands, or stimulating the glands, and or also in some of the things I'll talk about here are some of the other ways that I've been able to boost production of different hormones, because when your thyroid isn't exactly working, it's not just your thyroid, it's usually a combination of things. It can it can just be that your T4 is not being converted to T3. It can be that your thyroid stimulating hormone is not being produced, so that would be more of a pituitary gland problem. It could be that your adrenal glands they're not working, and that may not be that may be prohibiting or your body from producing things like testosterone and some of the other hormones that you need for energy. So there's all these kinds of things that can go wrong, and everyone's a little bit different. I use these, and most of these, whenever I share them with other people, it works for them as well. But everyone is slightly different. Everyone's battling with hypothyroidism in a slightly different way from all the people that I've come across. So anyways, out of all the herbs and everything that I use, one of my favorites is maca powder. And so this, I even buy 5-pound bags at a time because I use this a lot. I add it to smoothies and everything. It's just a white powder, and it's kind of like it's got a really nice flavor actually. So it makes things kind of creamy, and kind of has like a slight vanilla flavor, although it's hard to describe, but it's just like a real creamy, nice consistency. I love maca, and this helps a lot for energy and a lot of other things. So if you want to do a little more research on maca powder, that will be like my #1 thing that I usually recommend to all my friends and everyone I come across that has thyroid issues. So next to that, what I tend to do is, someone asked me, how do I get energy? If I remember back when I was really struggling with my thyroid, one of the worst things sometimes was I had no energy whatsoever, and I was always having to take a nap. And so I came up with kind of like a pre-workout shake, but I used that more to just gain energy. It wasn't really enough to get me to the gym, although now that I've detoxified myself, hydrated, and done a whole lot of different things to get better as far as my thyroid goes, this can be used as a pre-workout shake, or because of all the ingredients that it has. Some people also use it to increase their libido. So one of the things that happens with thyroid problems, people who have hypothyroidism tend to have lower sex drive, and that's because, again, the hormones are used to produce things like testosterone and increase libido. That's basically what your sex drive is. It's kind of like excess energy that you have, and in our case, we barely even have any energy, so let alone for us to have any kind of sex drive. But anyways, so what I tend to do is this is blue-green algae, and this is a powder form, and so I just add about a tablespoon of this to about 2 liters of water and let that sit overnight. And then I use that water, it becomes this like blue purplish color. I don't know if I have a picture. I think I'll post a picture. If not, I'll make a video. But I use that water as a base to make a smoothie, and so I have a protein powder, which I don't have here, but it's from Garden of Life, raw protein. And then I add obviously maca, which is one of my favorite ones, as I mentioned, and then ashwagandha. It's another herb that also helps for your glands. Tribulus terrestris. And Tribulus terrestris has a kind of a very earthy flavor. I didn't really like the flavor of this much, but again, a lot of the things that I started doing. I didn't do it because it tastes good. I did it because I needed to do it for my thyroid. But what I found that helps kind of neutralize the flavor of triple sclerosis is cinnamon. So if you want to use cinnamon whenever you use this, that can help. But just these three alone with the blue-green algae has done wonders as far as energy. Now, depending on where you're at, you may have to supplement yourself with vitamin D, and I like the Garden of Life brand. And then I also use this, it's like a Tonkat Ali ginseng combination. Again, ginseng is for energy, and then Tonkat Ali is used for testosterone production and other hormone stimulating effects. So I like this one a lot. Cordyceps is another. This is a mushroom cordyceps. I use this for energy as well. And then shilajit powder is another herb that I found has done wonders for me, mostly it's more of a detoxifying herb, as well as dandelion root. Dandelion root tea has done wonders also for detoxifying and decalcifying glands like your pineal gland, pituitary gland, adrenal glands, and just really good tea. And another tea that I've also enjoyed has been yerba mate tea. So this is a yerba mate that's organic, and I've made it. I use this as a base for kombucha, and when you use yerba mate with kombucha, that's a very good drink that is also very detoxifying, and it gives you a really good boost in the morning. And so all of these combined here, these are some of the things that I've been using. I've been testing out different proportions, different things, but I think the most important thing to understand about these herbs and everything, supplements, is that they either stimulate your glands, they detoxify them, or as in the case of like vitamin D and blue-green algae, this is where I get my vitamin B complex, B12, and then vitamin D, which are needed for a lot of these productions. I know a lot of people take synthetic vitamins, and those are normally not good. You want vitamins that come from the production of different friendly bacteria and probiotics, and most people use synthetic stuff that is just not good. Like this vitamin D has lactobacillus and brewer's yeast, which brewer's yeast also helps with vitamin B's. There's just a lot to learn. So these are some of the herbs. I'll put more resources below this video, so just check out the link below, and hopefully this helps. May seem like a lot at first, but it actually is quite inexpensive, especially since this is kind of what I survive on now a day. So I'll make a list of what my diet consists of, hopefully another video. But hopefully this is helpful for now, and hopefully you can incorporate this into your diet, and hopefully it does wonders for you like it did for me. So any questions, just feel free to leave a comment below, or reach out to me via my email newsletter. So alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.